It's Kenny. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for taking this time and doing this interview. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
So, here's my first question. How did you get started into wrestling?
So I started watching wrestling because my brother watched wrestling, and we're really close. Uh, so that's how I started watching, and then I was just such a big fan that I was like, yeah, I think I want to wrestle.
So, who are some of the wrestlers out there that inspired you to getting into this business? Oh, male or
So
female,
my
for that matter.
favorite my favorite wrestler is Randy Orton. Still to this day. So he is kind of like my inspiration as to why I started wrestling.
Randy Orton, who I live in Kentucky. His stomping grounds was here at Ohio Valley Wrestling. The man has grown, has evolved, and he's still going after all these years, which is incredible. The he's accomplished everything. He's not only has he added prestige to his family name, but he's made a legacy of his own. And anytime anyone could do that, follow in the footsteps of some legendary family members, that props. I gotta give him props where props is due. So,
Oh yeah, he's the best.
so Randy Orton is that dude, and we'll see what happens with him this Sunday at the Royal Rumble. I know a lot of people will be watching that for sure. You debuted back in 2013.
I did.
And you were trained by Brian Fury at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy. So,
That's
what?
correct. Yeah.
What was the whole training process like when you got started? And yeah, what was the whole training like for you when you got started?
Oh my gosh, it's so hard. I was the only girl that trained at my school. Now there's a handful, but for like the first 4 years, I was the only girl. So they did not take it easy on me at all. Um, Fury is like, he's the best trainer, and the proof is in the pudding as to how many great people he's trained. Um, so it's cardio, a lot of cardio. Basically, that's his big thing is to be in really top ring shape, and there's a lot of focus on like footwork and the basics. Lucky for us at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy, we have two rings, so we can separate into beginners and more advanced students. So when you first start off, you're in the beginner ring, obviously, and you learn all the basics, and you don't move on until you have your basics mastered.
True, true, true. So when you got started, when you was the only female in the training, and a lot of guys, some people will be like how would they react to having to work with a female, as far as their whole training? Was there any hesitation from the guys at first, or do you just went up to them and say, hey, I'm in the same boat as everybody, treat me like everybody else, we'll make it happen?
So definitely like newer trainees who are at my same level weren't super comfortable wrestling a girl. They just don't want to hurt anyone. But and at that time too, like intergender wrestling wasn't as popular as it is today. But like I would say that the more experienced guys, they were like, whatever, we can just like she can take a beating. She signed up for this. So they definitely did not take it easy on me.
For the new trainings, I would definitely understand because they getting started and they wonder what to do or what not to do per se. So I could definitely understand from the new trainees standpoint, for sure. So, with 2020 already underway, like, how do you feel about your year thus far, and what do you look to accomplish this year?
This year, I think, is just like another year to build off of 2019. I think 2019 was my best year as far as wrestling goes. I made my Shimmer debut, which was my 2019 goal. That was my biggest goal. I did a lot with Beyond Wrestling. So I would just like to continue with those two promotions.
Oh yeah, Shimmer. That's a big deal. That's like a woman's WrestleMania, like the best of the best, all over the world.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty much sure for every promotion, major promotion per se, that's on TV. I'm very sure they got a plethora of guys and gals that has been a Shimmer. So it's a list of who's who. So if you make it to Shimmer, whether you're an emerging talent or already established, you're going places. That's so. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Lexi Fife for her contribution. She put Shimmer on the map. She's putting Shine Wrestling, which is down south, on the map as well. So she definitely did.
Oh, Lexi is the best. She was one of the coolest people I met. Also, Allison Danger. Two really amazing, talented women who just want women's wrestling to be the best.
One thing I noticed about your attire, you like some comics. I see you got some Wonder Woman inspired gear. I'm reading your Facebook posts, which you have it on for sale, but you used to have it at the time. What made you decide to get a little Wonder Woman in that attire per se?
So I just really love Wonder Woman, and I had Captain America gear too. That one did sell. The Wonder Woman gear is on sale. But I just, I love Wonder Woman. I always loved her. When the movie came out, I saw it like 17 times. I love it so much. And then, Sasha Banks did her Royal Rumble gear. It was a Wonder Woman gear, and it was, so beautiful. And I was like, oh, man, I really, really want some Wonder Woman gear. And I finally got linked up with a great gear designer. She's no longer making gear now, but she did that design for me. And I fell in love with it. And I have the most amazing gear designer now, who just made my green, black, and gold bodysuit with the skull on it. She made the Top Dogs gear, and I'm getting 2 more sets done by her, and I think I might have her revive another Wonder Woman and see what kind of play she can do with it, because I just love Wonder Woman. I have Wonder Woman everything in my house.
Did I hear you correctly? You said you watched the movie Wonder Woman 17 times?
Probably about that.
You that's a true Wonder Woman stan right there. That's a true fan right there.
It's so good. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, and shout out to the lovely Gal Gadot, who I become a fan because of that movie alone. And there is a new Wonder Woman film coming out in the summer. I'm looking forward to that. They're taking it back to the 80s though in this one, so they bring it.
I know.
So when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay. And then the first movie is like having her adapt to today's culture per se, words, slang, and how Americans do it, because she's not really an American per se, but I was hooked. I love Gal Gadot. I love her. The elegance.
Oh, she was so perfect for the role. She's woman crush.
Facts, absolutely facts. For sure. So I'm definitely looking forward to more of the gear that you're gonna be coming up with this year for sure. Um, so you know, you got a chance to work with a lot of talented people over the course of your career. Um, who is out there, independent, pro companies, whatever the case may be, that you would like to work with one day? You can give me a few names or just one, just anyone that you want to go up against.
Oh my gosh. So definitely, I've been on a ton of shows with her, but we've never actually gotten to wrestle. Is Kimberly. Definitely want to wrestle her. I am in a lot of tag teams right now, so I really want to wrestle Bear Country. I think they're awesome. They're like my favorite tag team right now, so I definitely want to wrestle them. Oh, I have wrestled Layla Hirsch, but I want to wrestle her again. I feel like the match, we had one singles match, and it just like we were rushed and we didn't have a lot of time. It wasn't like it was just kind of whatever. I want to have like a really good match with Layla when she comes back from Japan.
Okay, I like the names, especially Kimberly. Much love to her. She's very awesome. Her resume speaks for itself. Um, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of her this year for sure. So what are some upcoming shows, events, matches that you would like to promote?
So let's see, coming up, I have Chaotic Wrestling. I'm skipping ahead because they just posted today. That's February 7th. January 31st is Bree Combination Wrestling, their second annual Queen of the North. Then I have Blitzkrieg the following day, February 1st. I'm trying to think what else I have coming up. Battle Club Pro is coming back in April for their second annual Woman Crush Wednesday event. I am available in Tampa for WrestleMania bookings. I have one tentative one, possibly two, that aren't ready to be announced yet, and a really cool end of March booking that I'm not sure if I can announce yet. But I think that's all I can think of off the top of my head right now.
And where can people look up for you as far as social media?
Social media, Instagram and Twitter are both at Davienne __. And on Facebook, I have a like page that is Davienne, and I believe the handle is at Not America's Sweetheart.
Not America's Sweetheart. Okay. That's quite a handle right there. That's quite a handle. I think Instagram you can get away with that, but if you're on Twitter, you probably have to say NA, not NA Sweetheart, I guess. I mean, Instagram they must have a bigger bank account than Twitter to pull that off.
Yeah.
So Davienne, that's the name. Go check her out. Go check out her shows. Support independent wrestling. Support women's wrestling. I feel like women wrestling just continues to evolve and keeps getting better, getting more opportunities here and there, and let's keep that going. Let's keep our voices heard. Great.
That's for sure.
So
yeah.
So it is a great time for women wrestlers, and pretty much. Well, it was great chatting with you. I want to
thank you so much. It was great talking.
And continued success, and I'll definitely keep an eye on the future Wonder Woman expired gear. or whatever gear that you have in store. So are you more of a DC supporter or are you a Marvel supporter?
So I'm definitely more Marvel, but I watch everything. I just enjoyed the Marvel movies more.
I'm in that same boat too. I got love for DC. DC, they alright. They got some things.
They're not bad. They're definitely not bad. I really liked the Aquaman movie that came out. I still haven't seen Joker. But Marvel, I mean, it's just so good.
Yeah, Marvel just the numbers don't lie as far as box
No.
office. So DC, I'm looking forward to Harley Quinn movie. I'm looking forward to Wonder Woman and other films, but I'm Marvel heavy. I got a little Black Panther in my closet somewhere. So yeah, that's my guy. Continued success and thanks for your time and enjoy the rest of your evening and your weekend.
Thank you so much.